guys! Today I'm going to show you how to do this tucked and twisted 3-strand braid. To get started, you're just going to pull your hair to the side and take a small section from the top middle of your hair and do a regular 3-strand braid with that. So separating it into 3 pieces and crossing the outside piece over the middle piece. And you're just going to keep doing that until you get to the bottom of your hair. Once you get to the bottom, you are just going to tie that off with a small clear elastic, and then we're going to start doing the twist. So you're going to start by taking a section from the front of your hair and twisting it towards the braid, and then you're going to want to not twist it too tightly because you want to pull it apart so that it looks looser and thicker. And then you're going to take this first part of the braid and make a loop in the braid and then pull that twisted piece through it. Then you are going to do the same thing, taking a piece from the very back and twisting it towards the braid. So every piece that we twist is always going to be towards the braid. And then you're going to pull it apart and tuck it into the 3-strand braid in the very next part down. So then you are going to want to do the same thing, taking a piece from the front outside and twisting it towards the braid, pulling it apart, and then when we tuck it into the braid, you're going to not do it right underneath the other ones, but one in between. I just like to do that so in the end there is not just all twists and you can see a little bit of the 3-strand braid in between. And then you are just going to do the same exact thing all the way down the braid. So taking from the front, twisting and tucking, and taking from the back and twisting and tucking, and then leaving some space in between and doing the same thing again. There really is no science to where to tuck the twist into the 3-strand braid, and because it is a messier style, it doesn't really matter. But I just like to tuck the piece from the right side into the 3-strand braid where there's a piece coming from the right, and then the piece from the left side into a piece from the 3-strand braid that's coming from the left side. This braid is actually inspired by a tutorial that I saw on Luxie Hair's YouTube a little while back, and I will link that in the description below. But in their tutorial, they curled their hair, and I tried to not put heat on my hair as much as possible just so that it doesn't make my hair too dry. So I thought that this would be a good alternative. And then once you get to the bottom, just secure all your hair together with another small clear elastic and you are done. This braid is actually super easy and there's nothing really fancy about how to do it, but for some reason I just think it looks so much more complicated than it is, and those are always my favorite kinds of braids. So I hope you guys liked this, and if you did, let me know, and I will see you next week for another tutorial.